right, Tyler, good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you, man?
Good.
Yeah. Was it nice to have practice canceled?
It was a good celebration to the end of OTAs. No, it was we had a great attendance too throughout the whole captain's workouts, OTAs, and everything, and Coach McCarthy had a nice celebration of us doing a team bonding activity. It was awesome.
Right on. So it was Top Golf, right?
Yeah. Top Golf. Yep.
You pretty good with the sticks?
So.
Okay.
But,
represent it a little bit. Well, it's interesting. This is obviously a great event, and being with the Cowboys, they want you guys out here because the games would be at AT&T Stadium. Are you also a soccer fan, or do you have World Cup interest?
I do. I actually I watched the World Cup a lot when I was younger, and I played FIFA on Xbox and PlayStation 4 and everything like that. So no, I definitely when it comes around, every 4 years, definitely watch. So.
Tyler, it was funny. You and I were talking about our experiences, you being from Wisconsin, and you were mentioning foods that you've enjoyed here in Texas now, as opposed to the foods I was talking about in Wisconsin. I was explaining to you that I'd never eaten butter on my hamburger, and that's just kind of a normal thing up there in Wisconsin. But you were telling me about the fried shrimp baskets and stuff like that. So is that been a big adjustment? I mean, is it been fun for you to kind of try new things and different things here in the last couple of years since you've been with the team? Yeah,
no, I've tried a lot of things like we talked about before, like sea bass and grilled shrimp, and actually Isaac Alcone that's here today. We got to a lot of Mexican restaurants around here, and so they're very authentic.
Yeah, we need to work on that up in Wisconsin. we got the cheese part down. We can make queso all day, and we can do the enchiladas. We got to work on the other part of the game.
100%.
Aren't your parents dairy farmers?
No, so actually my grandparents they had a dairy farm, a family farm, and my dad worked for my grandpa for about 21 years, and then he went to cash crop farming. And then my mom is actually she works at like a Century Insurance, and she's like a customer service representative.
Okay, very nice.
But we grew up probably about half block, 2 blocks away from my grandparents. So
you've never milked a cow?
No, I have.
Oh, you have milked a cow. Okay, so what
You're 0 for 2. What's going on?
I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling. I can't trust my sources anymore. So, and is it true that anything with nipples can be milked?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
So what is the milking of the cow like though? Talk to me about this.
Well, it all depends on what the cow's condition is actually. You obviously have to wash it and prep it and everything like that, but also some with that having the udder and everything, some of them might be like sour milk, so you have to actually watch for it and you have to mark down the cow. So actually you have to you have to insert like a one of those little things like those you have to basically hold it so it can't go in the valve there's 4 valves.
Close it off.
You have to close it off and everything. So but actually no you actually have to mark down they have like my grandpa and my uncle and my dad when he worked there they'd mark down which cows had
good or bad?
Not necessarily good or bad, but because you have to watch for if that one's sick or if one has something going on or whatever it may be. But definitely I like going over to my grandpa's farm and everything and hanging out with them, and because they had goats, they had cows, they had beef and everything like that. So
that's like 4 a.m. work, right?
Yeah, no.
That's get up and you can see your breath in the morning. It's like that cold is. Yeah. I mean, those. I remember because living there though, I would see we drive by those farms. So their day starts there's no light. I mean, you've got it's up and you're getting going. Right?
Yeah, no. When my dad he worked for my grandpa when they had dairy, it was probably 6 o'clock you milk it, and then you go probably at 6, I think 12 and 6.
Wow.
Sometimes
you did a lot of work on this farm, didn't you?
I mean,
you got the schedule down and everything.
I mean, I just knew the schedule because my dad worked there. But honestly, I worked when they needed help out at the farm. I definitely would go help them out and everything. But no, I would never say I actually worked at the farm. But I did a lot of sports growing up and everything like that. So I was kind of traveling. But just the experience involved in developing that work ethic. Like a lot of people kind of misinterpret that I worked there, but I really didn't.
Okay.
But I did get to experience the work ethic like my grandpa and my dad and my uncle definitely shared throughout their time there, and before then, now they're switching over to beef and everything like that. Right. So, but yeah, I'm actually going back home this coming week, so it'd be awesome to see them and everything.
Oh, great.
Like that,
it's Cowboys center Tyler Biadasz here with you on 105.3 The Fan, the second center in a row from Wisconsin.
Yep.
You know Travis Frederick well?
Oh, yeah.
You chat with him?
Yeah.
What's he saying these days? What's he up to?
Well, we actually did this is actually pretty cool, but we just did a blocking hunger event for Top Golf.
Oh, awesome.
Recently, and obviously I'm going to promote, but blockinghunger.org. Obviously, we are actually we're in the works of getting a Tyler pantry coming soon.
Oh, good. There you go.
So we're actually working on that right now currently, and but no, it's very exciting, and I got to meet up with Trav. Everything was for Zoom for the last 2 years, so it was actually pretty interesting because the first time I met him was actually in 2016 when the Badgers went to the Cotton Bowl. And I met him in person, and then finally I got to see him in person again this year. So everything was in Zoom and everything, but that's how we had to live the last couple of years. So.
Right.
But no, yeah.
So other than going up to Wisconsin to visit your friends and family, you got 40 days here. Are you an island guy? Are you going on a cruise? You going up to Alaska? Got a big fishing trip planned? What are you doing here to unwind this summer?
Honestly, a pretty simple man. I'm going to go back up to Wisconsin for a week and see my family and everything like that, and then I'm going to come back here to Texas and train with the guys, and obviously keep building team chemistry here in the facility and everything like that. So it's going to be fun. But yeah, like how I said before, we had great OTAs, great attendance, and it's hard to stay away from the gym. To be honest, it's hard to stay away from.
You're a monster, man.
But for real, it's hard to stay away once you get into OTAs. Like you want to. Once you build that chemistry, it keeps building. It's hard to step away for that little, 2 weeks. But you're going to get right back into it in the end of July. So.
Yeah. Okay. You come from an outstanding program at Wisconsin, and it produces a lot of NFL linemen and stuff like that. What was the biggest adjustment for you? Because again, they threw you in the deep end of the pool, and you had to swim quickly there. What was the biggest adjustment that you had to make along the way, as far as from your first year to now through your second year and things like that?
I mean, my first year obviously was COVID. I mean, we didn't even have OTAs. We had probably a 2-week ramp up period where we just worked out with each other and tried meeting each other for 6 feet away, with masks on and everything. So honestly, it was just building team chemistry. And my first year, and then obviously going through the second year, COVID kind of hit again. Being separated a little bit with unvaccinated, vaccinated, all that stuff. So I would just say just finally being able to bond, finally able to go and have O-line dinners, and finally everyone kind of coming together. But I would say that probably would be the number one thing right away. But obviously, I had really good mentors along the way, my first year, Joe Looney and Zach Martin, and obviously Tyron Smith. There's great mentors in the room. I mean, I talk to Dak, often as I can. So I mean, he's a great guy too, and everything. So great mentors on the team, and a great culture, a very rich culture here in Dallas, and definitely happy to be a part of it. So.
With La'el Collins leaving, who now crushes the hardest from an eating standpoint on the offensive line? Because I know it was LC who was just a human trash can.
LC's great, man. No, I love LC. We all dig in. We all go in.
I hear you.
Can't really say it.
Other than the USA, which World Cup team do you want to watch the most at AT&T? Favorite player? Messi or Ronaldo?
Actually, Ty Donovan, I believe, was one back in the day. That was the guy I watched a lot with the USA. But Leo Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I definitely watch them for sure.
Tyler, it's been great to meet you and get to know you a little bit better. Give them hell out there. We'll be pulling for you.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.